Professional baccarat, full-time play, professional baccarat, side hustle play. Either way, professionally played to get your money and get back out of the casino. Not interested in entertainment, not interested in talking with anybody, not interested in doing anything but staying below the radar. Nice and anonymous as possible. We found ourselves a tear in the fabric of the game. And we went inside of the game and we discovered ways to win this game and ways to win this game all the time. We've been working toward 100% wins. We've gotten to about 95%, and we're stalled a little bit, but we are continuing to move forward, and we're going to see can we get there. Another session tonight to see can we make a demonstration. We enjoy how it sometimes goes easy, sometimes goes hard, but it usually goes. And so that's all we want to have it at. So as the kingdom comes in, many were not expecting me tonight because I didn't know if I was going to get back from the French Lick Casino in time. But I did just barely under the wire get in, kind of like I did it kind of like the Milwaukee Brewers did it last night. Hey, Bill Lotta. Bill Lotta's, he's already stepped inside that tear in the fabric of this game and is knocking down some wins, and we're going to try to continue to improve what he's bringing to the table as well, because we are in a quality, ever evolving, trying to get better. We're always trying to get better, and that's what we want to do. Making sure we get our money. This is a simple thing, but it's a complicated way to go about it. So we'll get some more folks in the house, and I'll talk about a couple of things tonight because I've got some things on my mind that I want to go over. Got queued up today a little bit earlier today when I was looking at some things on YouTube, and it prompted me to think about some other things that have happened over history. Things with the blackjack game primarily, but in any event, things I can cover tonight over that as we go back toward our baccarat win tonight that we're going to try to do. I know a lot of people weren't expecting me tonight, so they might not be as prepared to see that we came online. But we'll see can some more join us, Bill. The familiar team is welcome. All those in the kingdom, and any stragglers that come in, you're welcome as well. Like to see everybody here. I like to see everybody winning. I don't care who you are. I want you winning at this game. We only got one mission here: get the wins. Yeah, we got some folks joining us. Thought it was going to be you and me, Bill, there for a little while. So the baseball bet this weekend was indeed the Milwaukee Brewers, who were hosting the San Francisco Giants. And for all of the opening game last night, the Giants had the lead and they were carrying it on, and it looked like we were going to fall in the first game. But sure enough, that Milwaukee Brewer team came back and pulled it out in the bottom of the ninth to get the win and get the money for the kingdom in the baseball bet. The baseball bet survives another week. It's undefeated for the year. That old axiom of only 6% of the time does the home team get swept in a 3-game weekend series. Only 6% of the time. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to select the 3 games that they are definitely not going to get swept in. And try not to take the vulnerable series, leave the vulnerable series alone. Try to take the series that we feel confident that the home team is definitely going to win at least one game. And we did see that last night with the Milwaukee Brewers. We won games usually on the first game. I think we went to the second game a couple of times, but we never gone to the third. And so you haven't had to have so much money out there on the line. So we have won it usually on the first game. The baseball bet also works in baccarat. We're going to try to demonstrate that tonight. as I'm going to go over all of our strategies, the strategies that we have right now that are working for us. I'm going to point them out and might even do a little demonstration of them tonight. If some people come in. Like I'm saying, I was at the French Lick Casino all afternoon and into early evening, and I raced back here to try to get this show underway. Hey, Trish Graves, welcome. Good evening. And I did just get back into time to switch it on and get us going at 8. But I had planned out what I wanted to cover tonight, and so I know what I want to say and what I want to do. We'll see how I say it, and we'll also see how it turns out. What I'm going to try to do. We'll see it all, and as always, it's an instructive in the lab with the king and the kingdom, and however it turns out, it turns out. But as far as the baseball bet for this weekend, it's nice to see the Brewers get the win last night. Put that money to bed because I know like Bill's playing it and JP's playing it and Corey's playing it and Chuck's playing it. So we got people playing the baseball bet. So it's really nice to get the win. We like to get that win every weekend. Any way we can make side hustle money, we're trying to make side hustle money. So we got 13 in the house, 2 in the kingdom that I can see. But we don't know. Chuck Witter and Joseph Grecki might be at the casino tonight. We don't know that. Oh, there's Joseph. Okay. Well, Joe Grecki is not in the casino then. How's it going, Joseph? Brian Brown. Good evening. The simulator we're using is Baccarat Punto. It's a good simulator. It sometimes will work you over a little bit because it's got a little bit of intuitive nature, and it doesn't roll over and just give you wins. You actually have to win them on this thing. So I like that part of it too. Michael Gay, how are you doing? Good man, Joseph. Okay, so we've got a small group in tonight, but I was kind of expecting that anyway because of most were not expecting me to come on tonight. Back in 2008, there was a movie that came out that was really interesting. Interesting story for people like us. It was called 21. You'll remember it. It was the story of the MIT mathematical geniuses who got together to count cards, put together teams, and go to Las Vegas to win some money. And by all reports, they did win money. I think that it was exaggerated because I don't think the casino's just going to sit there and let a bunch of people just come in and start ripping them off. They would lock you down and throw you out if you're taking down that kind of money. But it made for a good story, and it brought an emphasis to card counting into blackjack. That has been a great thing for the casino because the more people that are certain that they can win at a game that they truly can't, the better it does for the casino. The casino loves you believing that you are going to definitely win. And blackjack is a game that if you're a really good player, you have a great chance of winning about 1 out of every 3 sessions. The game just works on you because of the nature of it, that you have to make your hand before the dealer makes theirs. It's a huge advantage for the dealer. Also, lots of risky double downs are taken in blackjack because people want to win the double down so much because they lose so many straight up hands. So they need to win their double downs. That's what I'm not going to go into tonight, my strategy of blackjack, because I don't like the game anyway, but I do know how you can play it and how you can win it. And it's not with basic strategy, and it's not the way it's played. And it doesn't even matter about counting cards because counting cards tells you which cards are left in the deck. And yes, high cards tend to help the player, and low cards tend to help the house. And so when you got an overabundance of high cards, it does help the player, but that doesn't mean the dealer can't get the 20s and that you're going to get. So you got to play around that. But what I was saying was playing as a team. This is the segue I wanted to point out. I put together a structure for us to play a 3-man team. I showed you the 2-man team before, and the 2-man team that I showed before, just touching on it briefly, it's a very powerful way to play, but it's a get in and get out, because if you find yourself getting into a streak one player is going to be winning small bets, the other player is going to be losing big bets, and it's a mess that you can't get out of. And so you want to get your money and go on the two man concept. But I've put together. I went over the big road last night after we had finished getting ahead, and I played the big road with our three go-to games. And our three go-to games are King's Banker 212, Banker Streak after one banker win, betting that it will streak at least one time, and uh, and finally the player chop after two and after three players that they'll chop, and carrying your Delaware all the way through. Now, what I've looked at is if we have three players that go to the table together, not acting like you're together, not friends, you're just there, and you each are playing like one person is playing King's Banker 212. One person is playing Banker Streak, and one person is playing Player Chop after two. Now you've got three players at the table, and I feel very certain that you're probably going to win all three. But if one comes up a little short, you got two others in the game, and you're playing three distinctive different ways. And I feel good about this, and I want to put together a plan how three of us can go together and play sessions for the kingdom as the three of us. And I'm working on that right now. I certainly know how to do it. Now it's just a matter of the framework of how you handle all the logistics. Let's just go ahead and kick off tonight, and we're going to play an easier way of up 5 units, down four at $100 units. That way we don't have the 450. It's not up 10 units of 50 and down 9 units of 50. The 450 down puts me in a mathematical situation here sometimes, and so let's just do it 500 and 400. It doesn't matter that it's whether you could say it's up 10 down 8 if you want, and you're still doing $50 units, but we'll just say up 500 down 400. And we're going to do a baseball bet to start off with. So I put up $500 on the baseball bet, and I'll give you a look at some of the things I want to show tonight, if we can do that. And with that loss, we're going to play the second baseball bet. And there's the win. The baseball bet's a winner, and we're up and good to go right there. So let's let's go ahead and play on. For right now, let's play the banker streak. We'll start out with the banker streak and see how that goes. We'll put 500 on the banker right now. And so I'm only going to play banker streak right now. And so there's the banker win. So now I'm going to go to the banker streak like this was as if we had three at the table. And now I'm going to make some plays here and see can we get two player wins as we get another banker repeat there. Can we get two player wins, and can we go with a player chop bet as one player win? That player, he'll sneak in there and win 10 in a row sometimes, and other times it just chops back and forth. Dominant banker winning. So we got two player wins. We're going to go for a chop now with $500. You can call this 10 units of 50. You can call it 5 units of 100. It doesn't matter. We're going to go up 500, down 400. And the second bet, because player chop is 2 bets. Now, we lost at that, so I got to make sure that I've got myself figured out here, because now we also have a chance. I'm going to carry the bets over, all right? This next bet's going to be $1,500, and we've got player bets The player is streaking right now, and there's the banker break. So now I'm going to go over and play King's Banker 212 and see can we get something going there. So I'm showing you all three of our strategies. This is carrying the Delaware up. This is the $1,500 bet. Mixing strategies. And with that push, we'll try one more time. And there's the win there. So with that $2,000 win, the next bet's going to be $1,600. And so we can go right now and try it. This is ill-advised, but I'm going to pretend like we're all three at the table. And I'm mixing the bets. This is a $1,600 bet that the banker will streak. Did not. So the next bet will be 2,100. I want to get three of us at the table each playing one of these strategies and managing your own bet. Hey, Guaping, how you doing, buddy? I was going to have a player chop there, but it didn't work out. See what it goes now. We'll try to chop this one. $2,100 bet. And there it is. Got it done. So if we have another bet, it's $1,700. So we have got now, we've got a King's Banker 212. And that would be a $1,700 bet on the banker. You don't know these strategies, I can show them to you, but I've showed them enough to where we know how to do it. So there's the win. So we're at 2,730,197. So we're up $1,197 right now. We started at 2,729,000. So even with just a mild little session, we're up over $1,000 in this session. And I played all three strategies here. Played King's Banker 212. I played the Banker Streak, and I played the player chop after 2 and 3. Also, we started with the baseball bet in honor of the Milwaukee Brewers come from behind last night to get that thing done for us. And I tried to talk to you about the fact that the idea of this, of me and 2 other people going into the casino to play a strategy, each strategy on their own, brought to mind the 21 movie from 2008 when the MIT guys went into the casinos in Vegas and they did card counting together, although card counting is a very unreliable way to win at blackjack. It's I guess I'd call it an urban legend that it's a rock solid win. It's not. The best way to win at blackjack, the best way to win at anything is with the bet. And we watch the bet do it for us all the time. Tonight we watched it up 500, down 400. The bet was more important than anything else. And even in blackjack, the bet is the most important thing. So we're going to come back tomorrow night, and we're going to do it again. We'll have a bigger group in tomorrow night because more people are expecting me. And I'm going to talk about these 3 strategies, and I'm going to talk about the 3 people at the table, and then we will do some more demonstrating. But tonight, pretty easy, almost $1,200. And of course, you're with me here. We do this all the time. I was having fun with Bill Latta today as we were talking about what it looks like going through that tear in the fabric of this game. And when you get into where you were staring and you're like the coroner of Baccarat, and you're doing the autopsy on the big road, you are inside the game, and that's where you see a lot of things, and that's where I've discovered things for us to be solid winners all the time. And we're not going to be happy until we're a winner 100% of the time. And now I had to accelerate that plan because I believe that we can be 95, 96% with one person playing one of these three strategies. Any of the three you can play. But if we put three at the table, each one playing one of these strategies, now you sometimes you get two guys not playing a hand and one guy's playing a hand. The next time you could have all three playing a hand. But at the end of the day, all these three strategies backed up by the way we bet, I believe is going to yield 100% wins then, because there will be times that one person will lose and two will win. There's never going to be a time that all three lose. It can't happen. That's the way I looked at it through the actuarial science of looking at the big roads and seeing the outcomes. It just doesn't happen. So, thank you to all of you. Hit me a like on the way out if you don't mind, and leave me a comment if you have something for me, or send me an email, and I by all means will respond. But otherwise, I will be back with you tomorrow night. Thank you, Trish Graves. I will see you guys tomorrow night. God bless you all.